I appreciate everybody enjoying my work, my labor. I really appreciate that. I'm working on more, you know? I got, was it Creative Contrarian? Got that one again. You remember old Roger? I mean, you guys remember frickin' Roger. Roger's cards, you know what I mean? I've got a lot of Roger's cards in case you want to do some frickin' creativity exercises, in case you want to frickin' blast yourself out of bed, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of stuff if you really want tools of free association, tools of creativity, tools of getting things on the table that were invisible to you. That's what it's all about. Reversing amnesia. Those are excellent tools. The guy's literally a legend. There's no one else that does things like that. So, it's good. What do you do with the cards, Pycea? You just use them. You just use them. You either shuffle them up, pick random things out, you go for a category that you're looking for, and you just read it. And it's going to give you an example of how expectations or efforts were subverted, or that's not the right terminology. Things were turned upside down so you could look at it from a different perspective. That's what I mean. And I mean, how else are you gonna get tools like this? What are you gonna sit down and stare at the floor and try to think these things out? So these are really good tools for that sort of thing, but you know, not many people are willing or really worry about that sort of stuff. But it depends what kind of stuff you got going on in your head. You can take these cards to any problems with anything. And you just frickin' see if it's gonna jar a preconception that's been sort of cemented into your brain. To jar a preconception out. What are they called? Really know how to say Roger's last name. Roger Von, does anyone know how to say that? How do you say that? Innovative Whack Pack, Creative Whack Pack, and there's also the Wise Fool card pack too. It's necessary. Those things are necessary, but no one talks about them. And when I talk about them, no one's really interested, or at least on social media. People aren't really interested, or they just don't interact or whatever, or think about them or talk about them. But you know, so I'll just do it here, you know. I mean, I'm sure we could pick random cards and all get examples from our lives, some of the things that we're facing that you could apply a lot of these rules to, or at least that'll jar you out of that cemented thinking.